सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Why should Mamata Banerjee be allowed to get away by saying just anything? Now she says that there's a political conspiracy behind the air crash in which Ajit Pawar died. Now she says there's something very fishy about the way Ajit Pawar died. She says opposition leaders are now not safe in India anymore. And then she went on to say that according to her internal information, Ajit Pawar was going to leave the BJP-led alliance and going to come back outside the BJP. And that is why his plane crashed. In other words, she is trying to say that people inimical to his politics, his political rivals have killed him. Now, Mamata Banerjee, there has to be a limit to fiction that you write. Your fiction is as bad as your paintings. How can you say something like that and think that you'll get away with it? She says, I don't know what the fate is of political parties. It's a crash. It's a plane crash. But in case you think that I'm making this up, I'll run a small clip so you actually believe that Mamata Banerjee said something as ridiculous as this.
Ajit Pawar, Deputy Chief Minister, he died today morning in a plane crash. But before a few days ago, I came to know that from social network that somebody from other party, they gave a statement that Ajit Pawar is willing to leave the BJP. And now what happened today, I need proper investigation under the supervision of Supreme Court.
In other words, Mamata Banerjee has linked the plane crash in which Ajit Pawar died to a potential jumping of political ship by him, and then gone on to say opposition leaders are not safe. This is madness. Even worse was what Akhilesh Yadav said. But Akhilesh Yadav's problem is he kept emphasizing on the word VIP, VIP, VIP. Supporting Mamata Banerjee, he said such incidents should never happen with a VIP. Please listen to the bite. So do we have the sound bite of it? Let's play it.
स्वाभाविक है क्योंकि बहुत बड़े नेता थे, डिप्टी सीएम कई बार रहे वो, और महाराष्ट्र के बहुत लोकप्रिय नेता रहे। और अगर ऐसी घटना हो जाए, और आज के समय पे जहां हम इतने जागरूक हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी को इतना समझते हैं चीजें, तो उन्होंने ठीक ही मांग की होगी क्योंकि वीआईपी के साथ इस तरह की घटना न हो। तो एक बार को ये बात तो साफ होनी चाहिए कि आखिरकार ये घटनाएं क्यों हुई। पूर्व में भी कई हमारे वीआईपी इसी तरह उनकी जान गई है। तो आखिरकार ऐसी जांच हो जिससे निष्पक्ष पता लगे कि आखिरकार घटना किस वजह से हुई।
Okay. So VIPs should not die in such incidents like air crashes. I truly believe Akhilesh needs to take back his words, because what he's trying to say is that VIPs should not have air crashes. I didn't see Akhilesh all extremely angry after Air India 171. And if Akhilesh is saying that VIPs have died in the past, the nation wants to know, Akhilesh, who do you blame for the air crash in which Madhav Rao's India died? Who do you blame for the car crash in which Rajesh, pilot, ladies and gentlemen, died? They were all political rivals to you-know-who. They were all claimants for Congress presidentship at a time when you-know-who was in that position or wanted to be in that position. So don't give me this rubbish. Ladies and gentlemen, the terrible thing is that in India there's a plane crash in which a politician dies, and even that is not spared. For Mamata Banerjee, even that is a vote-catching opportunity. And it's always the case, shoot and scoot must stop in this country. The Rohit Vemula case, there was a closure report which said something completely contrary to what had been claimed. But those who shot also scooted. Judge Loya case, Supreme Court bench concluded that he died of natural causes. But those who shot, claiming something else, scooted. Pegasus. In the Pegasus case, the Supreme Court verdict questioned the opposition claim on the Pegasus spy affair. But those who shot, scooted. Congress claimed that there was a laser aim at Rahul Gandhi, that someone was going to target him. It turned out to be somebody's mobile instrument. Those who shot, scooted even in that case. And ladies and gentlemen, on Rafale, the Supreme Court ruled out any irregularity, any corruption, but those who shot, scooted. Viewers, an entire lobby exists in our country whose job is hit and run, shoot and scoot. Mamata Banerjee is a manifestation of a larger problem. Mamata Banerjee spends half her time these days, I think, filing cases against Republic TV network or Republic Bangla. She should watch what she says. When she says things that are so unreasonable, she ends up exposing herself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's debate.
Ajit Pawar, Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister and NCP Chief, was en route to Baramati to address poll meetings for February 5th Zilla Parishad elections. This is when VTSSK Learjet 45, his private aircraft, crash-landed, busting into flames. CCTV footage shows the aircraft descending sharply. A rapid right turn is seen in this video and a massive fireball.
दुखद विमान दुर्घटना हुई है। इस दुर्घटना ने महाराष्ट्र के उप मुख्यमंत्री अजीत पवार जी और कुछ साथियों को हमसे छीन लिया है। अजीत दादा ने महाराष्ट्र और देश के विकास में अपना बड़ा योगदान दिया है।
समूचे महाराष्ट्र में बहुत ही दुख का वातावरण तैयार हुआ है। हम सभी के लिए इस प्रकार के जननेता को खोना एक अपरिमित इस प्रकार की हानि है और अब आगे की जो भी कार्रवाई है वो जैसे तय होगी वैसे आप लोगों को बताया जाएगा।
Chief Minister of Maharashtra has batted for an investigation echoed by his second deputy Eknath Shinde.
दुर्घटना हुई है, इसकी जांच जरूर होगी क्योंकि ऐसी दुर्घटना पुनरावृत्ति ना हो, दोबारा ना हो।
Both Fadnavis and Shinde reached Baramati, meeting the Pawar family, paying their last respects. As tributes poured in, West Bengal Chief Minister made this comment.
Ajit Pawar, Deputy Chief Minister, he died today morning in a plane crash. I'm really shocked to see the news. There is no safety and security of the people of this country. Even the political leaders, I do not know what is the fate of the opposition political parties, but he was very much with the ruling party. But before few days ago, I came to know that from social network that somebody from other party, they gave a statement that Ajit Pawar is willing to leave the BJP. And now what happened today, I need proper investigation under the supervision of Supreme Court. Only we have the trust on Supreme Court, no other agency. All the agencies are being totally purchased. And really it's a great loss for the country. Maybe he's from the opposition. Now he's from the opposition, but tomorrow he's supposed to join the original force of their party. My condolences to the family.
Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge and Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav backed Mamata's demand for SC monitored probe, a coordinated opposition move.
देखिए, जांच तो होना चाहिए क्योंकि ऐसा एक्सीडेंट हुआ है जो अननेचुरल है। तो भाई अब क्या है मोरर लेस सभी लीडर्स बोलिए या अर्जेंट काम के लिए सभी लोग जाते हैं। अहमदाबाद के भी बहुत बड़ा एक्सीडेंट, ये तो जो प्लेन था छोटा प्लेन, वहां पर ऐसा हुआ क्यों, इसकी जांच तो होना ही चाहिए।
स्वाभाविक है क्योंकि बहुत बड़े नेता थे, डिप्टी सीएम कई बार रहे वो, और महाराष्ट्र के बहुत लोकप्रिय नेता रहे। और अगर ऐसी घटना हो जाए, और आज के समय पे जहां हम इतने जागरूक हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी को इतना समझते हैं चीजें, तो उन्होंने ठीक ही मांग की होगी क्योंकि वीआईपी के साथ इस तरह की घटना न हो। तो एक बार को ये बात तो साफ होनी चाहिए कि आखिरकार ये घटनाएं क्यों हुई। पूर्व में भी कई हमारे वीआईपी इसी तरह उनकी जान गई है।
As the controversy over the crash snowballed, Sharad Pawar put an end to the attempt. Not the first time the opposition has chosen politics over compassion, trying to spin a tragedy. Can they back their claim with facts this time?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Swagata Shah is leader of the NCP Ajit Pawar faction. Karan Verma is pro-BJP. Abbas Haider, national spokesperson SP. Sanjay Dwivedi, spokesperson Uddhav Sena. And Niladri Bhattacharya, pro-TMC. Niladri, Mamata Banerjee has said that because Ajit Pawar was going to leave the BJP alliance, that's why he was killed. Or that is at least what she indicates. That because he was going to leave the BJP, hence the plane crash happened, which means that she feels that his political rivals have killed him. His political rivals have killed him because he was going to jump the ship. Because Ajit Pawar was going to leave BJP, according to her, that's why, according to her, no opposition leaders are safe in the country today. Opposition leaders are not safe. He was going to leave BJP. That is why he has possibly been killed. Right? And opposition leaders are not safe. Very quick analysis done by Mamata Banerjee. Quick analysis on a very big scale done by Mamata Banerjee. Now, this is a big charge, you agree, Niladri. Can you share more light on what she was saying there, what she was intending to say? What evidence she has that he was eliminated by his political rivals who created the circumstances for a plane crash?
See, Arnab, what Mamata Banerjee has said today, I've seen the full clip in your Republic only. She has intended a larger conspiracy, if at all it is there. She has said that from the social media network, it was evident that all was not well within Ajit Pawar and Fadnavis, and therefore the opposition leaders are not safe. And what she said primarily was she wants a free and a fair investigation monitored by a sitting Supreme Court judge, because of all the agencies in the country is compromised. Let's put our importance on that statement. A free and a fair investigation. The nation needs to know how these crashes happen and how many more crashes will require. See, Ajit Pawar.
How do the crashes happen? I want to know from you, since you know so much, and you have said that there is a larger conspiracy behind the air crash. Your party is saying there's a larger conspiracy behind the air crash, which means it's not a natural crash, which means it's a killing. You're saying he has been killed in an air crash by his political rivals. Go further. Tell me more.
No, Arnab, we are not saying that. But what is the
that is what you're saying. That is what you're saying.
What is the harm in having a free and a fair independent investigation monitored by the Supreme Court? What is the harm in that? Mamata Banerjee is not asking for the golden apple. She's asking a free and a fair investigation in the interest of the people of the country. What makes the ruling party so rattled by this suggestion or by this asking? Is it asking for too much? Is it asking for a free and a fair investigation into any crash so much?
Niladri,
we have all seen
Niladri, don't act innocent here. Don't act innocent here.
We have seen
you
what
have
happens.
fanned all conspiracy theories. At least be clear and explicit in what you are insinuating at here.
A crash. The AI report has still not come out.
Don't beat around the bush. Be as clear as Mamata was today in the morning.
We are very clear.
Barely had this news trickled in Arnab and they resorted to this insensitive slander. They began this politicization barely when the news had trickled in.
It is a fact that
not just irresponsible, this is highly insensitive.
All the institutions in the country today are governed by this ruling BJP. There is no
all these motives. That he had moved away from
Why are you afraid of an investigation?
BJP.
Why are you afraid of a free and a fair investigation?
You don't trust the probe. The Supreme Court should indulge in it. Wear your intentions on your sleeve, Niladri. Tell it as it is.
We are very clear. We know how these institutions work.
Speak out what you feel.
At the end of the day,
as disgusting as your intention may be, have the guts to enunciate that.
You will just say that.
Be very categorical about it.
You will
that you sense this as a conspiracy. Don't hide behind these words. We want a probe. Everybody wants a probe. Everybody wants to fix accountability. But you are sensing a dirty political angle to it.
Karan, we all know what you're going to say. You will only say it's a pioneer because you know the dead person cannot come and defend himself. The truth needs to come out.
No, I don't need to say anything. Mamata Banerjee has said it. He had moved away from BJP. Somnath Bharti has said that there were scams going on.
During the Pune Pimpri-Chinchwad elections,
this vulture politics, where someone is no more, you didn't waste a second in politicizing that. And you have the guts to give sermons on political property. That is what your reality is. You have brought down the political discourse to a level where you will not waste a single opportunity, even a person's death, to milk that for political gains. That is what you are reduced to, and people see through this. People see through this.
So Ajit Pawar died in a plane crash. 1 minute. And as per information, the last communication with the ATC was regarding. As far as I know, the last communication with the ATC was about low visibility. It was an early morning flight. There was low visibility over Baramati. And if you see, the plane actually goes down very sharply, Swagata. One of the videos shows that the plane is going fine, and then towards the end it veers towards one side and goes down. Now, Mamata Banerjee and Akhilesh are saying this could be a political conspiracy to kill Ajit Pawar. You represent his party. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this.
Yes, sir. Sir, firstly, it's a big loss for all of us. He was my mentor. He's the one who has given opportunity to all youngsters like us to be in politics. And in fact, we have learnt a lot from him. I'm actually not in that position to even make it as a political topic. I don't know what Mamata Banerjee is trying to do, but India is seeing a big loss. Maharashtra has lost a very great politician. He's not going to come back. He was a mentor. He was a god to a lot of youngsters, a lot of karyakartas in Maharashtra. It's a very emotional day for all of us, for the entire party, for the entire Maharashtra, for the entire nation. I will not say that the investigation shouldn't be happening. Definitely the investigation should be happening. But it is not true that it has to take a political angle. It shouldn't be that people just should use his news for a political agenda. There should be technicality check done by the investigators. And I don't know why they are making it a political news, because Ajit Pawar is someone who was a very straightforward person who used to love working. He always believed in action speaks louder than words. As you can see, early morning also he was going for work. He was someone who always believed in action. And 24/7 he was available for helping out the entire nation, the Karyakartas. So I don't think he ever had any kind of a political rival. I don't know why this all story is coming up. But yes, definitely I would like to say that investigation should be, a thorough investigation should be done. And there is nothing like, there is differences between Ajit Pawar sir or Fadnavis sir because they are very good friends. And I don't think there should be any kind of such conspiracy at this moment when the entire nation and state is really sulking in emotion. Right now, we should all should be supporting the entire family and standing by their side.
Was Ajit Pawar, as Mamata Banerjee has said, was he going to leave BJP and leave the Mahayuti very soon?
Sir, he was with Mahayuti for development, as you all know. And sir, this is not the right time that we should be talking about all this.
No, I don't want to talk about it, Swagata. I don't want to talk about it.
Great nation.
But
nation has lost a great leader.
Yeah, but you see
You also know Arnab, how hardworking and how dedicated he was. And he was a deputy CM for so many years.
Well, I mean, see, I'm not going to glorify him because he's passed away. It's a great loss, but I mean, I'm not swayed by notions of political greatness. I've been very critical of him in his lifetime. I shall continue to maintain that position on his public policies, but it's a great loss. My question is to Sanjay Dwivedi. Mr. Dwivedi, do you think there's a conspiracy? Was he going to leave the Mahayuti? Is there anything to what Mamata Banerjee has said?
अर्नब जी, सबसे पहले तो मैं विनम्र श्रद्धांजलि दे रहा हूं माननीय अजीत दादा पवार को। भगवान ईश्वर उन्हें शांति प्रदान करे। सभी मित्रों को, पार्टी कार्यकर्ताओं को, परिवार को इस दुख को सहन करने की अपार शक्ति दे। देखिए, बहुत स्पष्ट एक बात है कि इससे पहले तमाम विमान हादसे हुए, माधवराव सिंधिया को हुआ, राजेश पायलट को हुआ, अभी अहमदाबाद में हुआ, वो हुए थे ऊपर हवा में हुए थे। जो ये वाला हादसा हुआ है, ये हादसा हुआ है लैंड करते समय, और पहली बार उतरे लेकिन उनको सही दिखाई नहीं पड़ा, चले गए ऊपर। इसके बाद जो काम होता है वो एयरपोर्ट का होता है, उनको विजिबिलिटी है कि नहीं है, उतरना चाहिए या नहीं उतरना चाहिए, उसका सिग्नल देने का उनका होता है। उन्होंने सिग्नल दिया, दोबारा उतरे और प्लेन क्रैश हो गया। बात इसकी है कि माननीय ममता बनर्जी ने सिर्फ ये बात कही है कि इसमें साजिश हो सकती है, मानवीय भूल हो सकती है, टेक्निकल भूल हो सकती है। अभी सुशांत सिंह राजपूत का केस आपको याद होगा, या पुलवामा का केस आपको याद होगा। सुशांत सिंह राजपूत ने, आपने भी 4 महीने जो है माननीय आदित्य ठाकरे को दोषी ठहराया था या दोषी करार दिया था, हो सकते ही है। लेकिन बीजेपी ने क्या किया कि मुंबई पुलिस जांच कर रही थी, उस जांच को अनदेखा करके उन्होंने जो जांच की, बिहार में जाके FIR की और CBI से जांच करा दी। आखिरी में क्या ढाके 3 बात हुआ, आखिरी में जो मुंबई पुलिस ने जांच की थी वही जांच निकल के आई। लेकिन 4 महीने तक ढिंढोरा पिटता रहा। तो हम विपक्ष में हैं, ढिंढोरा नहीं पिटना चाह रहे। हमने सिंपल सी बात कही, जो ED 12 साल तक सोनिया गांधी और राहुल गांधी को जमानत पर रिहा किए रही, और 12 साल बाद तो जांच की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी, वो अपने आप ही दिया होगा। सीबीआई तमाम लोगों को नुकसान पहुंचा के ईडी
नहीं, आपका कहना क्या है? देखिए ये क्रैश जो हुआ है ये सर्टेन वेदर कंडीशंस में हुआ है।
नहीं मेरा
ये वेदर कंडीशंस में हुआ है। दो बार प्लेन ने लैंड करने की कोशिश की, दूसरी बार प्लेन ने रनवे मिस करके 100 मीटर की दूरी पे क्रैश हो गई। इसमें राजनीतिक षड्यंत्र कहाँ है, जरा मुझे बताइए।
मैंने कहा कि मानवीय भूल भी हो सकती है और इसके बाद इसमें यहाँ पे टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम भी आ सकती है और साजिश हो सकता है, लेकिन ये मैं नहीं कह सकता हूँ ना अर्नब गोस्वामी बता सकते हैं। जैसे 4 महीने अर्नब गोस्वामी आदित्य ठाकरे को बताते रहे है इनका केस नाम है दिशा कल्याण में नाम है, तो वो तो मैं नहीं करने जा रहा हूँ इस डिबेट में। मैं डिबेट में क्लियरली बताने जा रहा हूँ कि अगर साजिश है, मामली ममता बनर्जी ने बात कही है, तो उन्होंने गलत क्या किया? साजिश की जांच तो करानी चाहिए ना। अगर
साजिश जो ठहराई है, एक मिनट संजय जी डोंट गेट वर्कड अप। द पॉइंट इज टुडे दैट नाउ उद्धव सेना, Trinamool and Samajwadi Party are saying it's a conspiracy behind this crash. It's not a small thing. Raman Malik, it's not a small thing. And Abbas Haidar, you must be responsible. How can you people talk like this? I am just appalled that the way you...
is all about politics for them. They have nothing else except in their life. They are a bunch of frustrated idiots who are sitting down in the seat of power. I'm sorry, but the country's democracy has brought them to such a state. Now, the point is simple. Then, if you should talk about this, you should talk about the death of
such foul language on a national television.
Sindhya. Then you should talk about the death of YSR Reddy. You should talk about the whole case of Raju's. You should talk about multiple cases. And then you should talk about Shastri ji and everybody. That was the conspiracies that are there to be debated. Now, in this particular case, it is a big loss for Maharashtra. It is a big loss for the Pawar family. But then, who's going to be benefited if, let's say, we go by the conspiracy theory thrown by the Samajwadi Party, we go by the conspiracy theory thrown by Mamata Banerjee, the biggest beneficiary of this would be Sharad Pawar. Then if that is the case, then is it that these people are indicating that Sharad Pawar ji had some role in it? Is this what they are trying to say? In this hour of grief,
keep changing.
They are telling a mentor that his disciple was killed by him. Is this what the case is? Now, these kind of frivolous commentary by a person sitting on a chair which is constitutional is really regretful. और ऐसी ओछी बातें करके you are telling your standard of coming up. मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ, आप आदित्य ठाकरे की बात कर रहे हैं, आदित्य ठाकरे क्यों नार्कोटिक्स से भागा था, क्यों वो बात हुई? ये सारी चीजें आज बात करने वाली नहीं है, किसी और दिन बैठेंगे जरूर बात करेंगे, लेकिन आज
संजय द्विवेदी जी मांग करने का हक आपको है, मांग करने का हक आपको है। सुनिए मेरी बात सुनिए, मांग करने का हक आपको है।
ममता बनर्जी से द्विवेदी जी लड़ी है कि उन्होंने शरद पवार पे उंगली उठाई।
आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज से जांच कराइए, क्या दिक्कत है? हम तो कहने
आप तो ममता बनर्जी से पूछें कि क्या आप शरद पवार जी पे उंगली उठा रहे हैं? Is she indicting Sharad Pawar ji because once Ajit Dada Pawar is gone, there can be chances of reunification of the faction. The biggest beneficiary then becomes the Pawar family. So is she indicating that the Pawar family got it done? Supriya Sridhar must ask the question to Mamata Banerjee. Ajit Pawar, Sharad Pawar ji should ask whether the death of Ajit Pawar has been the way she is indicating that there is a political conspiracy. Who's going to benefit out of it?
Sir, all these questions can be answered by independent investigation. Let there be independent investigation. We are monitored by Supreme Court judge.
Why is it that every time something happens, Suddenly you all sit down on a hot plate.
Okay, one minute. It seems I want to bring in Abbas Haider and Raju Wagmare into the debate. Abbas Haider is spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Raju Wagmare is spokesperson of the Shiv Sena. Now, Abbas, to go ahead and say that there is a political conspiracy behind the crash is a massive allegation to make. Right? It's a massive, and that's exactly what Akhilesh is doing when he says, I support Mamata Banerjee. Now, it can't be just speculation. You see, it cannot be your speculation. When you're a leader, you have to watch your words. You have to talk about things on which you have some information. You can't be doing second guessing. You can't be provoking people. By saying that politicians killed or political rivals killed Ajit Pawar, Mamata, and supporting what Mamata Banerjee has said, Akhilesh owes it through you to explain to the people of India what facts he has behind this claim.
Mr. Goswami, first of all, I want to pay tribute to the family of Mr. Ajit Pawar and to the crew members, the pilots and the security personnel who has lost their life in this devastating accident. Mr. Goswami, there is one thing which every aggrieved deserves to have. That is justice. This has been an accident. If there is conspiracy behind it, there are speculation. The speculation can only be dismissed or confirmed by a thorough, independent inquiry.
What is the speculation? Can you share with?
That is what.
No, what is the what? No, 1 minute. You can't use the word speculation and not go into detail. I request you. You're a responsible spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. What is the speculation? Boliye.
See, certainly Mr. Ajit Pawar was a very powerful leader in the Maharashtra. He has clout all over the country. Everybody is mourning his death. There is no doubt about it. But certainly, if he has so much influence in in the biggest state of the country, so people may have problem with him. People who are sitting outside India. So obviously, we need a thorough inquiry in this.
No, you are not specifying. I request you again.
One of a kind.
No. Raju Wagmare, is that too speculative?
A Cessna plane crash landed. One person died 18 days back. We have lost CDS General Bipin Rawat. It's 5 years back. Arnab, there have been different accidents where we have lost massive amount of our own people. We are talking about 6-7 months back what has happened in Ahmedabad Air India crash, in Rourkela or in Kozhikode Air India Express flight crash. So there have been multiple flight crashes. There is a question when there was bad visibility, why was clearance given by ATC? That is first and foremost question. Again, the second question is this particular company, VSR Venture Private Limited, whose aircraft Mr. Ajit Pawar was using, that was Bombardier Learjet 45. Similar aircraft is crash landed in 2023 September at Mumbai airport. But no action was taken against that company. The entire fleet of that company was never grounded. That is the question that the DGCA needs to answer. So if we are requesting for a transparent inquiry, if we are requesting for a thorough inquiry, if we are requesting for an independent inquiry, I don't believe there is anything.
But you did still explain. No, 1 minute. No. Just 1 minute.
There need to be a closure. There need to be a closure.
When you say that this is unnatural, when you say Ajit Pawar was going to leave BJP, that's why he was killed. When you say that Mamata Banerjee is right, you're basically saying that the BJP was angry with Ajit Pawar. You're trying to make a political.
However, there were reports in major media outlets in the country, like India Today and others. There were reports, but we don't endorse any type of such report. This is not the time.
No, the differences between Ajit Pawar and the BJP were not the differences between.
We just request independent inquiry and facts should be public.
Abbas.
That's all we want. Nothing else.
Raju Wagmare of the Shiv Sena, please. Yes, Raju. Mr. Wagmare.
See, Arnab, there is no conspiracy if somebody within the accident, within the 10 minutes, if Mamata Banerjee has the investigation and discover there is a political conspiracy, it is not possible at all. Everybody is talking about political conspiracy. Those leaders are doing it for their own politics. They wanted to show, they wanted to come into the limelight, they wanted to show they are in danger and get some sympathy. There is no such thing happened. There was no one statement as given by Mr. Ajit Pawar that they are leaving Maharashtra or they are leaving BJP. Neither that kind of conditions was there present in Maharashtra. He was ready to give and present the budget in next month. He said it in 9 days before from today, 9 days before there was an interview. He said that he is going to present the budget. So there was no any fault or no fights. So where this theory come from? Maybe Mamata ji had some election later on from West Bengal, so she is preparing the ground in the death of Ajit Pawar, and that is a very shameless thing to do when talking about this kind of allegation.
No, I don't agree with Mr. Waghmare, however senior he may be. He is making wild accusations. Mamata Banerjee doesn't need to do politics over the dead body of Ajit Pawar. That's the last thing she needs. Number one, she has raised a pertinent question. She has clarified that she has found it from the social media network and for a free and fair investigation.
For a chief minister with social media network?
How you can take a Mamata Didi like a chief minister, responsible person, take the clue from the social media? How good about it?
It is much higher to the political of Ajit Pawar ji.
So these kind of allegations are totally false. We are saying that there has to be investigation. We are saying there has to be investigation of the plane. There has to be investigation of the pilot. There has to be investigation of the fleet. There has to be investigation of ESR company. But you talking about political conspiracy, that is a very, very sad thing
but
to
the
do
political rider that the Supreme Court needs to monitor it. Because we do not have faith in the central agencies.
Or Mr. Kharge talk like this.
No, but do you have faith in Niladri, one minute, Niladri, do you have faith? Do you have faith in Sharad Pawar? Let me put it this way. Karan is on. What has Sharad Pawar said? He said there is no conspiracy. These accidents happen. Sharad Pawar has said this is an accident.
Arnab, Sharad Pawar has lost someone very close to his family. He has lost at this moment. And as far as this is an accident or this is a planned crash or pilot error.
What do you mean by planned crash?
Whatever it may be, it requires a thorough investigation. That is what we are saying.
How can you say planned crash? Karan, the use of this word is extremely misleading. Planned crash.
Arnab, you know, he's trying to act too clever by the half. They are not asking for accountability. He's trying to insinuate that this is a planned crash, this is a murder. That's what he's saying. Wonder where they had gone spinning conspiracy theories when Madhav Rao Scindia died, when Y.S. Reddy died. Did you have the guts to spin these conspiracy theories? Did you at that time analyze who had left who will benefit most out of it? What happened at that time? That time your brain had gone for a long walk.
You will not allow the opposition to speak.
Nobody is stopping accountability, Niladri. Nobody is stopping accountability. But don't come up with these stupid statements that we read from social media that they are leaving the BJP. A CM, a sitting CM, it doesn't behove her to talk in this language. This is not a discussion happening over a chai ki dukaan. This is serious stuff. Somebody's lost his life. A deputy CM has lost his life, and you are coming up with this political gossip here. Don't bring this down to political gossip, Niladri. Don't bring it down to that level.
The pilots have also lost their lives. The flight attendant has also lost their life.
But don't do that. Don't do that. Have some decency. Have some civility in politics also.
It is not only of
yes, human life matters. Talk about accountability. Why say he was leaving the BJP?
The accountability will come.
What happened in Rajesh Pilot's case? What happened in Madhav Rao Scindia's case? Do a complete audit of all of that also. Why don't you do that?
Accountability will come in the free and a fair investigative probe by a Supreme Court judge.
You don't want accountability, you want political gossip. You have resorted to political vulturism. You are reduced to a political vulture today. That is what the status of the PMC has become.
But just because we are raising tough questions on you,
you deserve to be addressed as that. You've asked for it.
Doesn't mean that. You
are not asking tough questions. You are saying they were leaving the BJP.
Just a minute. Abbas is here today.
I
think a lot of kite flying.
Not conspiracy.
I think a lot. Yes. क्या संजय? Ramanan.
क्या अखिलेश यादव ने गलती कर दी? क्या हम जांच भी नहीं कर सकते क्या? इस देश में तानाशाही चल रही क्या? लोकतंत्र प्रजातंत्र खत्म हो गया?
आप जांच
अगर विपक्ष कह रहा है कि
जांच करिए, हवा में पतंग मत उड़ाइए यहाँ पर।
तो क्या प्रजातंत्र खत्म हो गया क्या?
जांच करिए, हवा में पतंग मत उड़ाइए।
पतंग क्या उड़ाने हैं? आप सुधार
में पतंग मत उड़ाइए, किसने मार दिया, प्लान था, ये था, वो था।
ये भाई की जांच चला देते हैं। यहाँ जांच कराने की मांग भी नहीं कर सकते हैं। यहाँ जांच कराने की मांग करना भी गुनाह है क्या? गुनाह कर दिया क्या किसी ने? कोई गुनाह कर दिया? सुशांत सिंह राजपूत मुंबई पुलिस देख रही थी, सबसे अच्छी मुंबई पुलिस है। आप बिहार में क्या FIR वहां दिलाई, CBI को ट्रांसफर।
वहां पे CBI प्रोब ऑर्डर हुई थी, कुछ पता है आपको? क्राइम सीन वॉच था, CBI प्रोब ऑर्डर हुई थी रिपब्लिक की कैंपेन के बाद। दोनों केसेस को कंपेयर मत करिए, थोड़ा बुद्धि से चलिए। चिल्लाने से कुछ नहीं हो जाता। यहाँ पे कौन सा क्राइम सीन वॉच हुआ था? यहाँ कौन सी FIR लिखने से रोकी गई थी?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the visuals of the flight. The last CCTV footage that I have of the flight, and all of those are showing a very sharp descent towards the very end. I'll go full frame on this. Now, Mamata Banerjee says, Akhilesh says that there's a conspiracy. Here's the plane. It's going horizontal. And there's a sharp turn. You can see the left wing has gone down. The plane has lost control and there is a very sharp descent. The time is 8:43 a.m. by that watch. You see the plane suddenly veers to the left and it loses control. There could be many mechanical reasons for this. But to come and say that he has been killed because of political reasons, I've never heard the kind of conclusion that I've seen Abbas. Today, the Samajwadi Party and the Trinamool put out these theories. Sharad Pawar was forced to issue a statement saying this is not true.
What my friend from the other side was saying, that you know what happened to the inquiry of Mr. Madhav Sindhia or Mr. GMC Balyogi. By the way, let me tell you, Rajesh Pilotji never died in a plane crash.
I said he died in a car crash. I said that. Maybe you didn't hear me.
I really remember that.
Carry on.
No, I'm not talking about you. Mr. Aman, who is supporting the BJP, he was saying that. Second thing, Arnab, so certainly I don't believe, be it YSR Rajshekhar Reddy or be it Madhav Sindhia or GMC Balyogi or Mr. Balwant, who was former Chief Minister of Gujarat, there are many incidents, or Mr. Sanjay Gandhi. So they all have died in plane crash in different government. I believe that is a different thing. There should be a bipartisan approach. And certainly there is a SOP. When such sort of accident happens, there is an inquiry which happens. But that is an internal inquiry. What we are requesting here, what we are demanding here, that there should be a inquiry which should be under the supervision of the Honorable Supreme Court.
On what basis?
That should
on what basis?
If a case of
on what basis? On what basis?
Because
on what basis?
Happening continuously.
On what basis?
CDS, sir.
On what basis are you saying this is a political conspiracy?
Different staff of our country. Do we not need an SOP which should be answerable to the Supreme Court of India, which should be independent and autonomous, and which should be thorough? If what is wrong in that, if we demand for such an inquiry, if similar sort of incidents and accidents are happening? So there is nothing wrong in that, Arnab. We are just demanding that the SOP should be of higher level so that this sort of accident should not happen. If there is a mechanical failure, if there is a technical slack,
1 minute, Raju.
That should be taken out. There is a Urdu sher where I want.
Well, there were two such accidents involving similar planes. There was a similar plane with a Learjet 45 in 2023. Split the screen and show those visuals.
Any sort of
Abbas,
foul play, and that person is also
Abbas,
that foul play. How can you expect
Abbas,
That is the question that the government needs to answer.
Abbas, don't do this.
Let us take a bipartisan approach,
in
sir.
2023, allow me, there was a similar plane involving a Learjet 45. It broke into two pieces. Thankfully, nobody died. At that time, you didn't call it a political conspiracy. Because the passenger is a politician, you call it a political conspiracy. Absolutely similar crash involving the same plane, one in Mumbai, one in Baramati. At that time, they didn't say it's a political conspiracy.
Sir, on 10th of January, a plane...
At that time, they didn't say Supreme Court monitor inquiry.
18 days back, one person died in that crash.
But Swagata, please respond to this.
Social media. Because nobody of such an influence died in that. That is the question. So basically the aviation industry is in peril in our country, DGCA is in peril, and the government should answer about that. And if we are demanding accountability from such ministry and such agencies, what is wrong in that, sir?
Swagata,
I don't find anything wrong in that.
Well, of course there's something wrong with that because you know, the fact is when normal people die, not politicians, you say it's all right.
See, that is wrong.
You are coming...
You are asking investigation under political conspiracy. That is wrong.
Even then we are
you would have talked about the plane investigation.
But I believe that we have lost rights
pilot investigation. That is okay.
Government is denying us the right to ask questions from them.
Under political conspiracy, that is wrong.
The point is, Abbas, to...
Panelist was using foul language about my party. I was listening. That is democracy,
Abbas.
I was listening to him.
To come to a conclusion that it could be a political conspiracy, you need to have some prima facie information. There is absolutely no Niladri, there is no prima facie information on the basis of which you are coming to that conclusion. If you have any prima facie information, share it with Raman.
Why can they not put a complaint with the Supreme Court asking them to intervene and find out what is happening? बोलो ना सुप्रीम कोर्ट को, क्या सुप्रीम कोर्ट तुम्हारे सुनेगा नहीं? बोलिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट को, इसमें पॉलिटिकल कॉन्स्पिरेसी हो सकती है, आप इन्वेस्टिगेशन करिए, वो बताएगा आपको कि आपको क्या करा है और क्या नहीं करा है. That is where you are going to be scared of because you do not have proof. You are doing a Rahul Gandhi and you are living in a Dululu land. And one more thing, Nirazvi, what you just did was a Pakistan on national television.
Louder.
पाकिस्तान के लोग बोलते हैं कि सोशल मीडिया में पता लगा कि रफाइल गिर गया. आप बोलते हैं ममता दीदी को सोशल मीडिया से पता लगा कि जी वहां पे पॉलिटिकल कॉन्स्पिरेसी हो सकती है. You guys live in a Dululu land and you can never be in a place of people with some sense. You have only one thing and that is greed for power. You can do anything for power.
Crash is not in public. That gives rise to the apprehension that this investigation will also be a botched up one. And that is the reason we want it by a Supreme Court.
Chief Minister, file a complaint.
Why have you not published the incident of the investigating report of the earlier Learjet crash? It has been 2 years. Why are you slipping over it? Today,
अरे आप कंप्लेंट क्यों नहीं फाइल करते? अगर हिम्मत है तो कंप्लेंट फाइल करो ना.
Swimming in your seat. When we
मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ कंप्लेंट फाइल करो अगर हिम्मत है तो.
The opposition will not ask any questions also.
The opposition must have the guts to file a complaint in any forum.
Oh, no, you're the same guy. You go and
any forum of your choice.
I say you make a committee by a Supreme Court judge.
Arey Niladri, any forum of your choice, any place in India, file a case.
Arey, why you make the committee by handed by that Supreme Court judge.
Committee, you make a committee in Bengal.
We will tell you whatever
you make a committee in Bengal.
Why will you make the committee in Bengal? It's a national issue.
You make a committee in Bengal.
Why will you make it in
Put
Bengal?
your
In Bengal out of
India.
Sir, is Bengal out of India? This is a national
tell
issue.
Mamata Banerjee, this is an open challenge. Put your people, your committee, your officers, your state.
Why Mamata Banerjee is not the Union Civil Aviation Minister?
Because you do not have the guts to do it.
Mamata Banerjee is not the Civil Aviation Minister. Please ask the Civil Aviation Minister to do this.
कर नहीं सकते, ना औकात है, ना दिमाग है, ना वजूद है.
अरे sir, keep your language to yourself.
अरे करो ना. I am telling you,
you are not even Mamata Banerjee is not the Union Civil Aviation Minister.
Niladri is secular भाषा.
Raju Wagmare, is there any truth in Mamata Banerjee's allegation that he was going to leave the BJP and hence would have been a target for people from the BJP?
Absolutely. Mamata Banerjee target was BJP and she is doing it because...
No. My question was Ajit Pawar going to leave the BJP?
No, absolutely not. Ajit Pawar was very happy with Mahayuti. There is not a single statement against BJP. He wanted to present his budget on February. He said it 9 days before in an interview. Not a single statement of leaving Mahayuti. They was very happy. In fact, even Sharad Pawar's NCP fraction, the many MLAs was saying that they should join Ajit Pawar together, so they will be the part of Mahayuti, so they will be the part of the power. So that talks was going on behind this Mahayuti things. So Ajit Pawar was absolutely 100% staying with Mahayuti and he was happy with that. In fact, even NCP, Sharad Pawar fractions...
Abbas, in that case, Akhilesh should apologize.
Very well, no problem in that.
In that case, Akhilesh should apologize.
No, Arnab, very well. Arnab, what Ms. Mamata Banerjee is saying, she is even showing faith in the government by saying that the government should form an inquiry committee under the supervision of the Supreme Court of India. What is wrong in that? Exactly, if there was no foul play, then why are you afraid of forming an independent inquiry committee? Why are you afraid of forming one? That is the first and foremost question which they are not answering. Second thing, Arnab, one of the panelists was saying that, आप Supreme Court जाइए, अरे भैया, you have lost entire faith in the government. हम तो अभी भी सरकार से उम्मीद लगाए हैं. We still have faith in the government कि भाई they will go for an independent, unbiased inquiry. So there is no doubt, there is no point of politicizing this matter. This is a very sensitive matter. We don't want to politicize. We are not politicizing it. All we want is an independent, transparent, thorough inquiry, which I think
opposition are lost control of their brain. They are not thinking properly and they wanted to take advantage anywhere, anytime.
What have we said?
And that is the reality.
आपके सहयोगी थे, हमारे होते तो आप कहते थे कि
reality, Mr. Abbas.
In your coalition.
This is the reality of opposition
What is wrong with you? What is your problem, sir?
Their faith.
Why?
In election,
चोर की दाढ़ी में तिनका है क्या जो आप कर रहे हैं?
They know they cannot do anything, so better talk anything, whatever thing they want.
See, it's a privately run and operated aircraft. It's a Learjet 45. There have been similar crashes with other such aircraft operated by the same operator, VSR Ventures, in 2023 broke into two pieces. Mamata Banerjee has been extremely irresponsible. She's given a political spin to an air crash without a shred of information. For a chief minister to speculate that like that is not just irresponsible, it's completely avoidable.
Those social media posts, at least
it's a terrible accident, but that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. An accident. That's what it is. It's only an accident. A terrible accident. Terrible accident. But an accident. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDA चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDA चटनी पुदीना मसाला।